There we go. Okay. So I've started on here, and I put oil in the bottom, and we're going to deep fry the chicken that we're using, and we're going to deep fry the chicken until it's fully cooked. That's the first step.
Сначала мы положим курицу в казан, нагретое масло, и хорошенько его прожарим до готовности, чтобы потом начать готовить остальное.
So I can hear the moisture crackling in the казан. Oh, hello. So I cut up the chicken here and I'm adding the oil.
Масло уже согрелось, кладем курицу.
Now you can use chicken, beef, lamb, duck.
Можно использовать мясо утки, говядины, баранины, курицы.
And we start by deep frying them in on. If you're at your home, you can use a heavy bottom, and you're going to cook them until they're completely cooked in this first stage before we add anything else.
Значит, первым шагом до того, как что-то положить, сначала нужно обжарить хорошенько курицу или любое какое-то мясо, какое вы покладете. Ну, я перевожу все.
So, while that's cooking, I'm going to go through some of the other ingredients that you'll be using.
Пока будет готовиться, я пойду приготовлю другие ингредиенты, продукты, которые будут использоваться для приготовления.
Next in, Julie, come on over and take a closer look here. We're going to have onions.
Так, следующий у нас пойдет лук.
There we are. Okay, we have onions and carrots and garlic.
Чеснок.
So I'll show you what I've done here.
Сейчас покажу, что я сделал.
Are the biggest controversies when it comes to Ploff. Depends on the village you're in as to how you cut your Ploff. And they argue about make them bigger, make them smaller, make them longer, make them shorter.
John,
Yes.
you're getting some feedback because there's two of you.
Yes.
I will mute one of them here. Well, I should mute that one.
Yeah, if you mute it, it would be fine. Zoom doesn't like two people at a time.
I know, but there's feedback.
I should not.
I know I should not.
Да, там вот.
So we need to mute it somehow. So I'm cutting the carrots up.
Сейчас нарезаю морковь.
Basically, you want them about that size.
Примерно вот такого размера. Показывают туда где-то. Вот здесь.
And the onions are just chopped.
Лук просто порезан.
And then I've got garlic that's going in. There's the
Чеснок.
cloves ready to go in. And then you take some whole garlic bulbs and we're going to put them in and cook that we'll put on the top afterwards. So
Потом возьмем целые чесночины и положим наверх.
I've taken a little bit of root off the bottom. And then we're going to skin this back.
Убираем,
Just use
отрезаем вот
the
этот
knife.
столбик ножом.
And skinning back the outer layer.
Нет, только рис положит, что нужно будет.
So there we've got the bulb cleaned up.
Почистили зубчики чесночные некоторые.
And I'm just going to give the chicken a stir.
Жарится курица.
While it's cooking there, you can spice it a little bit.
Пока готовится, можно немного добавить специй
That are commonly
или
used
горькоты.
is just salt, pepper,
Соль, перец,
add a little bit of crushed chili peppers. They're some people
немного
like
этого чили, перца,
and ground
огня.
is something that's often spice called ground, but I prefer without it, so I'm not going to put the cumin in,
Надо просто
but I am going to
где жарить будем.
put pepper into this
Я
while
лампочки
cooking to
готов.
start with.
Сейчас там газ и кухня. А я вообще говорю,
Чтобы камера показывала свет, чтобы было.
а здесь есть свет, но мне надо сделать.
And the cloves of garlic, they don't break down quickly, so I'm going to put them in as well now. So that way the garlic flavor will cook into the chicken.
Теперь нарезанный вот этот начищенный чеснок, который не целый, мы добавим вот сейчас к курице.
That's coming along. Okay, for the rice, I'm using long green rice.
Использую длинный рис.
You can use, I'm doing this lots of times, I'll use like an Uncle Ben's oil rice. Doesn't give you the real
Можно будет использовать любого вида риса, который вам нравится, но я вот это
recipe on there. So it's perfect every time. But I'm going to use the real stuff today. So I'm going to start by measuring how much I got. Because put the right combination of rice and water.
Так, надо еще не ошибиться с пропорцией воды и риса,
And you need
чтобы не получилась каша.
to get the starch off of it. That's why I measured it before I started rinsing it. So that I know how much there is for later.
Замочил, да, уже?
Да. Надо, чтобы вода покрыла рис. Вот так. Не прям полная, а вот наливаешь, и уже когда рис покрылся, все.
Okay, and then just give that a mix, and you can see the water starting to turn white. That's the extra starch coming off of the rice. So we're going to do this and let it.
И когда мы промакиваем рис, он белый выходит. Это выходит крахмал с риса, который нам не нужен.
And again, we'll give the chicken a stir.
Помешаем.
See in here, you can see that it's starting to cook nicely. You can sort of cut up some of the bigger pieces. And again, the process will be the same, whatever form of meat you're using.
Обжарка также для любого мяса таким же образом.
Да. Ладно,
Костичка.
So while we're doing that, I'm going to chop up some tomatoes and onions, and then make a little salad to go with it.
Помидоры с луком, чтобы сделать салат.
And shortly, once I add all the ingredients into this, we're going to cut over to Aigoola, and she's going to show us how to make the Borsolk.
Сейчас, когда я нарежу вот эти некоторые помидоры с луком, мы переключимся к Айгуле, она нам покажет, как делать борсоки.
Just take the cores out.
Вырезаем попки у помидоров.
Oh, hello, Lori.
Hi, John.
This is Lori.
Hi, Lori.
Espanola.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
Good morning, Aigoola.
Good morning. I don't know if you can. Lori. Ага.
Понравилось то, что у них там соседей, да?
Windows.
Там деревья, пространство много.
Мгм.
Там у Эмили посадили, да, еще вообще лес попал. Елка
Да.
вообще красота.
John, Aigoola is asking, why would you like to plant some Christmas trees around your house?
Yes, I would. We did have some way back in the bush there, but they're all 30 meters high now.
Ага. Джон говорит, они садили, оказывается, с задней стороны там есть два. Они уже 30 метров как выросли.
I've actually started some from seeds to
Да, он с семян прям садил.
be able to plant. Okay, so let's go back and check that chicken. This, by the way, is just going to be
Посмотрим, что там с
served with the
курицей.
Ploff and the Borsolk.
Мгм.
Маратский. Сейчас ты включи обратно.
So the best place to check to make sure the chicken's done is if you go for the dark meat, because it cooks the sauce and closer to the bone. So I found a leg there, and I'm going to
Блатной.
Да.
leg and look. It looks like
Смотри.
it's just about cooked. So we can move on to the next stage. And there's little bits of crumb and skin and all that stuff that sticks to the bottom of the pot. And what I want to do is scrape that up in so that it gets into the flavor of the.
И вот сейчас, когда мясо жарится, бывает, что там, когда шкурка на курице или на мясе, она прилипает к казану, дну, к дну.
Now
И
I'm
вот
going to add the
сейчас
carrots and the onions.
добавим
Them
морковку
cooking.
и лук.
Pour off the water.
Мясо, наверное, сильнее чат.
Are you out on the road today, Jackie, at all?
No, I have today off. I'm still one of the lucky ones that get Easter Monday off.
Ah,
Ага.
I was going to say, if you swing by the house, I'll put a bowl of Ploff out on the deck for you.
Вот
Oh.
на этом.
Well, I could come pick it up, John.
Pardon me?
I got to go get my winter tires off this afternoon. I said I could come get it after
Надо
that.
поменять зимние
Well, if
колеса.
you're going to, let me know.
Джон говорит, туда, когда поедешь, дай мне знать.
Okay, now I'm going to re-rinse the rice. So I'll pour off this water.
Сейчас сольем воду с риса. О. О.
Темный, время саван товаристы.
Да, сейчас подложу. Воду сливаю. О.
And I'll give it another rinse. Okay, so next, now that this has started cooking and seasoning a bit, we're going to add water and bring it back up to a boil.
Добавим чуть-чуть воды туда.
So we
Просто
had
чуть-чуть там.
8 cups of rice, so we're going to do 16 cups of water.
На 8 пиалок риса, значит 16 пиалок воды. Измеряем.
I've noticed at this stage, the longer you cook your meat and your chicken, then you get more of that stuff off the bottom of the pan, and then it'll be a darker colored rice. So instead of a light colored ploff with beef or lamb, you get a darker color.
Чем больше готовишь мясо, тем плов темнее стоит. Если мое мясо долго не готовишь, оно не такое темное, светлое.
Если хочешь, чтобы мясо мягкое, можно замариновать, и она вкуснее и быстро будет жариться.
Don't want to add too much wood at this point, because as soon as we add the rice, we're going to cover it and push the fire away from the bottom so that it simmers.
Когда накроем
But I
крышкой,
don't have quite enough wood in there to bring it to a boil.
Козла, чтобы, чтобы не... Да, не прикорел.
And again, if you have like a braising pan or a wide bottom pot, heavy bottom pot, you do that right on your stove inside in smaller batches.
Накрыть можно чем-то, если нет такой большой крышки, можно чем-нибудь тяжелым прикрыть, чтобы пары нет, и сверху накрыть каким-нибудь тряпкой или платьем.
That's going to take about 10 minutes to come to a boil. So maybe we'll cut to Aigoola, and Aigoola, maybe you can show us now how to make the dough for Borsolk.
Гулидже, тогда вы сейчас нам покажете, как сделать тесто для борсоков. Окей. Let me switch the camera. Окей. Надо будет рассказать. О, нет, это не переключилось. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's go. So now we're gonna show you how to make Kyrgyz national bread, small. So they use this bread for every celebrations they have. Surely. So, Aigoola, начинайте, расскажите нам с самого начала.
Сколько можно делать, если на маленькую семью, то килограмм нормально будет.
So it depends on how much you're gonna make of the dough. Like if it's a small family, 1 kilo flour is enough.
И туда набираем муку на чашку.
So we put the flour on the bowl.
Это на килограмм.
So for 1 kilo.
Потом столовую ложку дрожжа.
And then we put a spoon of dough powder.
И столовую ложку сахара.
And then 1 spoon of sugar.
Соль тоже.
And one spoon of salt.
The dough powder is yeast, right?
Yeah, that's right.
А потом, если можно добавить масло, маргарин.
So you can also put pampushka. Don't translate pampushka.
И на молоке все короче, мешать.
And then you can mix it with water or with the milk. So if you put a milk, it's going to be a bit softer than if you put the water and mix it. So and then you mix it, you make the dough. So the milk should be a little bit more than warm, let's say like this.
Когда тесто замесим, заканчиваем и накрываем крышкой, если крышкой мыться.
So after we made dough, after it's done, we put a cover on it and put it in a warm place. И в тепло ставим, да? For a while.
И когда поднимется,
And then when the dough gets, how do you say it?
Risen.
Big, yeah, risen, да.
разделяем вот это тесто.
So we separate it on this size of pieces.
Можно вот такое, можно поменьше.
So you can even do smaller
Ага.
if you want.
И вот так. Женский.
And then after that, we start rolling it.
Толщина должна быть не тонко, не толсто, чтобы
Mhm. So it shouldn't be too thick or too thin. It should be kind of medium size. I will try to show you when she finishes. I will try to show you how thick it should be.
Можно потом,
Готовый, да?
да,
So it. Yeah.
а потом режем вот так.
And then we cut it into this size of
Можно
pieces.
любой форме можно.
You can make any figures you want, or
Можно вот так.
you can do like this.
Можно разные формы, можно
Yeah, you can make different
кто хочет красиво.
figures or forms of it.
А потом можно и вот так сделать.
And then you can do like
В
this.
доме есть маленькие дети,
So if you have children at your house,
чтобы им было интересно.
so that if you want to grab their attention,
Вот так косички можно сделать.
you can make these things.
Ага. И вот такой можно, как и мне такой телефон.
Я не знаю, колечко. Rings, you can do also rings if you want. Points.
Типа пончики вот так.
Yeah.
И а потом пойдем.
And so we also prepared oil. It's already got boiled, so we're gonna now make a deep fry of this borsolk. So let's see how we do it. Marat is, by the way, Marat is an assistant today.
Hi, Murat.
So this amount of oil, I hope you can see it.
Чтоб я им покажу, полезался.
Так, Маратский, чуть-чуть вот так, Сань, чтобы видно было. Можно по одной ложить, Марат. Давай, быстрее. Не, Марат, вот так по одной бери, по одной. А то они... Норик, музыку выключи! Норик!
Nurek.
Марат, держи. Показывай. Yes, and then you have to mix it a little bit so that they don't stick to each other and they don't get too fried. Да, я уже сказал.
While that's cooking, I'll just say quickly hello to Ann and Fleming. And Ann's from Pennsylvania.
Hi, Ann.
Hi, Ann.
Hi.
Now we can see they're close to get ready. Da, Marat?
Yes.
Yes, he says. Nurik, say hi.
Oh, hi, Nuri.
Hi, Eric.
Язык тебе оторву, Нурик, будешь сам. Да, еще. Желтенький стану. О. Now look at this.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. 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 Oh, yeah.
I started salivating already.
Yeah. Yeah.
Woohoo!
Орекени бушкандан кейін бияққа қойылмай эме сахарный пудра очень
So Aigoola also says, if you want to make them a little bit sweeter for kids, for example, you can put sugar powder. I hope it calls like this in English.
Yeah, powdered
When
sugar.
it's right on top, and then it's gonna be sweet.
Ah.
Надо было не выключать, да?
Да. Ничего, пойдет.
Наказание быстрее.
So it gets a little bit faster if you do it at the kazan. So we're making it on the gas. Wow, it tastes good. I like it. Oh, we probably shouldn't eat it.
И тесто пошкону отдает такой вкус и мягкое надо.
So when you add the milk and pampushka, it makes it softer and tastier. John, what do you call pampushka in English?
Масло.
Batter, right? Batter, bitter batter.
Yeah.
Yeah, batter.
When I think of pampushka, I think of those steamed rolls that you get at the Chinese restaurants in Kyrgyzstan.
Oh, okay. That's yeah. Bread? Do you mean the bread?
Yeah, it's steamed bread, pampushka.
Yeah. Yeah, we have kind of. It's not batter, but it's a thing that they put in a dough instead of batter because it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Margarine, we call it in Russian.
They're like a fried donut.
Yeah.
Okay, while you're doing that, my rice has started to boil.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to come in here and film this next part so you can see.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
You can show the water starting to boil. Just giving this one more wash. Pour that off. The birds and chipmunks are going to enjoy the bit of rice that's getting by me. Okay, so now I'm going to take this and pour it in.
Теперь высыпаем рис в казан. I wanna boss. I wanna boss. I wanna boss. Мы вываливаем или можно туда переступить, да? Все, остальные, я думаю, можно жарить, мы показали уже. О, подождите, сейчас я камеру переключу.
Now I'm going to add a little bit of crushed peppers.
Масло, Мара. Hazır Agülce.
Okay, now what I need to do is cover that for half an hour.
Теперь надо подождать около получаса. Получаса надо
And then I
подождать.
have to adjust the heat. So I'm going to take some of that wood and just spread it out in there. If you're on,
Возьму дрова там.
turn it down.
Вот так сделаю, чтобы не сильный огонь был в печке. Всё, готовим.
Hi, ho.
Тихо, ну,
Hey, how are you doing, Nurk? Pretty
Hi,
good?
Narek.
good, he says. How's Canada?
Hi. Hi.
Up.
What a show.
Хорошо.
Yeah. Молодец.
He says good job.
Oh, I forgot to add the big cloves of garlic.
О, он забыл чеснок положить.
I'm going to just set them in there. Because when we're all done, those are going to go on the top of the rice for part of the presentation.
Вот этот чеснок, который не порезан, не почищен, он для красоты будет наверху.
And the garlic cooks and gets really soft inside, and you can take those cloves and just squirt the pasty garlic out. It's really good.
И будет чеснок вкусный, когда он вот не почищенный, потому что когда он приготовится, он будет очень мягкий, и его прям во рту тает.
Mhm.
John, when you do those, do you put that back into the rice, like the garlic bulb?
Yeah. Those balls, once it's cooked, I'll show you. We'll take them out, set them aside, scoop the rice out. I sort of put them aside, and the nicer pieces of meat put aside. Then scoop the rice onto the plate, and then put those cloves back on the top, and sprinkle some of the rice and the meat around the outsides. So I'll do that one.
What other seasonings did you use? Like when did
I
you use
used
salt, pepper?
Salt, pepper, a little bit of crushed peppers, and that's all I use and how lots use. But they also use like cumin or zra is what the spice is there. But
What would be similar here?
the cumin and
Cumin.
maybe coriander, a little bit of coriander. But that's not a flavor that I really enjoy, so I don't put it. And then also, there it would be chopped up fresh dill by the handful, thrown in on top of everything. But I'm allergic to dill, so we're not getting dill today either. Is ukropa without dill.
Без укропа. Без укропа.
Yeah.
If Kim was home, I could have got her to give you some dill for today.
Oh, lovely.
She's got dill on her tower.
Yeah.
What does it mean? What did you just said?
Nick, my sister grows, she has hydroponics in her home, so she can she can grow the herbs right in her house. So she grows parsley and dill and cilantro.
У ее сестры есть отапливаемое место, и они там выращивают укроп и всякие зелени разные. О, без укропа. Мара, мешай. Да. Окей, come on. Ready to go. To my stomach. Whoa.
Are these, John, are these little things the ones you put honey on normally? Like when you serve it? Is that...
Yeah.
What they'll do is when they're setting the table, the whole entire table is first covered with borsolk. And then you make a little spot and you put a dish of jam and a dish of honey and a dish of something else. And as it arrives, you put it on the table, you just push the spot open and set it in. So the table looks full without any food except for just borsolk. And if that's all the food you have, then you eat borsolk. But then as things arrive, you just keep adding it in. So it always makes a great big full table. Also, when you arrive to somebody's house on a special occasion, the eldest lady will come out with a tray with borsolk and a little pot of like clarified butter. And you can take your borsolk and dip it and eat a piece.
Yeah, I think you have to.
Yeah, you have to. It's a real, they break bread together. So you have to get bread. When company comes, you have to find bread, and you always have to have a bit of bread available. And you don't have
That
to
shows the respect.
a wee piece. And
Ох, Мара жарит. Да. Видно. Оно вот это сгорело, Мара, я не могу. Ну, ничего, пусть болтается в масле. О. And Fleming, Sam, hi. John, hi. Aigoola, hi. So who's that saying hi? Let me see. How fun. I have to be running around doing things, so I'm going forward and stay mute. I don't have Hi.
farm today, we bought a new truck.
Yes,
It
we
arrived
did.
today. So it's
Wonderful.
Kolya's name, so he had to go in and get it all registered. And
Yes,
we'll
thank
post
you
some
for
pictures
your.
of it on the blog later today. But it's a Porter. So it's got a front cab with 4 doors, and it's a 4-wheel drive and a really solid for cold deliveries and food deliveries. So we sold our Subaru Baja, and we were able to buy this.
That's great.
Продали Subaru телепорт, чтобы можно было развозить удобнее уголь, продукты. Guys, glad we don't have dogs around. They would start barking all too.
Whose dog is that?
It's
No,
mine.
it's
I
not.
thought I was muted. I just came back in. It's Ann.
Oh, Ann. Okay, good. I thought maybe they had a dog at the farm.
No, don't worry. No, don't
Well,
worry, John.
I'm
No dogs at
unmuted.
the
Hi,
farm.
Nick. Hi,
Hi.
Aigoola. Hi,
I
John.
can
Miss you
How
guys.
you doing, Ann?
I'm
Just say
good.
hi.
How are the kids?
Getting big.
Можно вот такое сделать.
Uh-huh.
Потом для гамбургера.
So if you have any bread left, Aigoola says, you can make this piece of dough, and then after it baked, you can use it for hamburgers.
Ah,
Oh,
Yeah.
hamburger buns.
Yeah.
Then you can make a. Что будет sauce?
Да, чеснок.
Then we're gonna make a sauce, and then we're gonna put it. We're gonna put an egg and что там еще есть?
Чеснок, красный перец.
Garlic and red hot pepper
И берите чумука.
and 1 egg, and then we mix it. A little bit of oil. Oh, все нормально, я поймал. Oh, okay, then you do like this.
Ah,
Можно гамбургер. Если кто хочет сладкое, можно яйца, там сахар что-то добавить.
Yeah, if you want to make it sweet, you can instead of garlic and pepper, you can make an egg and sugar, and then mix it too, and then put it on the top. So yes,
Потом чуть-чуть постоит, она еще чуть-чуть
and then we
поднимется.
need to wait a little bit when it gets a little more rice,
И духовку надо включить, чтобы она горячая.
and get ready the oven so that it's hot when you put it in.
И там шкандай можно гамбургер.
And then after it's done or made, cooked, baked, you can
Можно
make burgers.
яйца, там что-то пожарить. К салату можно добавить.
Yes, you can add some salad. Chief battle. Война, как батл поваров? Война поваров. Кто креативнее?
oh, hello, Mary.
Hi, it's Tammy. Hi. I got the wrong. It's Tammy.
Oh,
Hi, Tammy.
how are you doing?
Good. How are you? Nice to be here.
Good, good. From up in Thunder Bay.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Oh, and there's Jody joining us from Sudbury.
Oh, wonderful.
Hey,
Hi, Joey.
So Aigoola is just showing us putting the topping onto some dinner rolls or hamburger buns.
Oh, wow.
Hello,
Hey.
Hello. Just
Hi, Julie.
guys.
hi, Julie.
Hey.
Nick and wow, a whole bunch of nurses.
where?
Lori, you're a nurse, right?
Oh,
No,
okay.
no
Jackie's a
education
nurse.
assistant.
It's just,
Anne Fleming's a nurse. It's very sunny.
Что, готов тут?
Tammy,
Нет, еще надо.
Thunder Bay. He just wrote a letter to her. She came to Jackson's house.
Well, Nick, is Nick, you're in Kyrgyzstan, aren't you?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Hi.
Hello. It's nice
How
to.
are you?
Good. And who's beside you? Is that?
It's Aigoola.
Okay, it is. Okay. I don't want to say her name wrong.
Hi.
Hello. Welcome. It's nice to meet you.
Приятно с вами познакомиться. The same.
Thank you.
Мне тоже nice.
The same.
The same. The same.
Wonderful. I live in Northern Ontario.
Она живет в Южной Онтарио.
Yeah.
Yine kanaldan Antalya.
Ontario.
Antalya.
I'm watching the time there on the Ploff. You can't lift the lid off and look. You have to just trust the system.
Нельзя открывать крышку и проверять, готово или нет. Надо доверять системе.
The problem is I didn't check my clock when I put the lid on, so I don't know what time that happened.
Время не засек, когда воду налил.
Hi, Roger.
Надо, когда готов быть, уже запах будет идти. Это
Aigoola says, when you feel the smell, it's ready.
Mm.
I can still see a little bit of water bubbling on the side, so I know it's not quite ready.
Еще, наверное, не готово. Я жую. Неприлично.
Ну, это же еда, их нужно кушать. Типа пробный.
I'm telling, it's not quite polite to eat while all others are waiting. And Aigoola says, no, it's okay.
Yeah, go ahead, eat your Borsolk. I'll drink my coffee.
Oh, wow.
Черный кофе всем.
Did you?
Aigoola is very missing your coffee, and me too.
I was gonna say, I'm
Джон,
missing
тебя
your
нету, никто мне
Borsolk,
кофе
so
не дает.
cheers.
Сами пейте, не пейте.
So we're just in a waiting pattern here for a minute or two. So I don't know if you've been seeing on the blog. We had some exciting news. We have a new neighbor at the farm, and that's Vlad and Alina. And 2 doors down from Aigoola's house, Mr. and Mrs. Honeybee, we called them because they had bees, and they moved. And so Vlad and Alina bought their house, and they've moved out to Rotfront. So they get possession of it, and the deal's all done, and then they get possession another week, and then they're going to have a few weeks worth of work doing some renovations on it and fixing it up. But they'll be moving to Rotfront, so that's exciting.
Wonderful.
How old's the baby now?
Just about 2, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting big.
She was expecting when we were there.
Yeah, so it was the spring 2 years ago.
Wow.
Okay, I have to peek.
Надо все-таки проверить, что там.
No, not quite done.
Yeah.
Lots of times they even will take a damp cloth, a rag, and get it all damp and push it in all the way around the seam so that you really get a tight seal on the top.
Have Asmat and Becca left?
Yeah, they leave tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
So Azmat got a job as a director of finance for a new Canadian center in St. John's, Newfoundland. So they head out tomorrow. They've just gone in to say goodbye to Becca, to Emma and Janice and Aiden. So they fly out tomorrow from Ottawa. We figured that airport would be a little safer, not quite as busy, and it's on an international hub. So then they'll have
How
to
do they
quarantine.
isolate and stuff, or do they have to do that?
Pardon me?
Do they have to isolate when they get there, or how's
They do.
that all?
2 weeks isolation. they were going to drive out, but when you get to New Brunswick, you cannot stop in New Brunswick, and you have to have all your documents so you can get through. And then when they get to Nova Scotia, there was some question about a mandatory quarantine for 2 weeks in Nova Scotia. So they'd have to drive straight through New Brunswick, spend 2 weeks in Nova Scotia, and then the ferry over cost almost as much as the car is worth. And then when they get there, go for another 2 weeks quarantine. So they're just going to fly out. And they rented a house off an Airbnb for a couple of weeks. So she's got all set up where they're going and how they're getting there. I think she's even placed her Walmart delivery order to arrive on Wednesday. But I think right now there's 2 cases in all of Newfoundland.
Wow.
Yeah, they had that little blip, and then they seemed to get it under control again.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So once they get through their 2 weeks quarantine, life will be a lot freer for them there than it is here.
Oh, for sure. How big's St. John?
I'm not sure. I guess about the size of Peterborough.
It's on our bucket list to go to Newfoundland and kayak there.
Oh, it's beautiful.
We have a place to stay now. We can all go.
Yeah.
He's someone who knows where we can stay.
Другая какая-то компания, но он будет там работать финансовым директором. И этот уже завтра в Оттаву, да, улетает, а потом с Оттавы уже туда. Не знаю, что за страна, надо будет закупить. Да. Получается, как половина, вот как от Кыргызстана до их, этот на половину разделить дорогу, вот это так. Да, прям. Там поставить.
Just checking here. There's a few people that weren't able to make it, and so asking if we're going to tape this, and it says it's recording. So hopefully I can figure out what to do with that when we're done, and I'll make a little video and edit some of the bloopers. What you guys missed, some of you, as I began, just right bang on. I'll show you here. I started by putting an ample amount of oil into my pan. However, that's not oil. That's palm olive dish soap.
Is it clean?
You had to do a little restart as I cleaned the pot. And I was saying, I hope that's the stupidest thing I do all day.
How's the greenhouses coming?
Nick, you answer that one.
I think she's asking about yours.
No.
No, ask about yours, Nick.
Okay. Ours is doing good. The seeds are coming out. Well, they already came out, but they keep growing. It's good.
Are you still getting frost there in the morning?
Oh, yeah. We had snow like two days ago. It was cold and snowy, so we had to hit the greenhouse.
About the same here.
And this couple days it's raining every night. All night is raining, and then it's really cloudy during the day. No sun yet, but we hope soon it's gonna be nicer.
Okay, so this rice is done now. So I'm going to start by taking the heat right off. Got to get under there and push the logs away. There we are. And I'm going to put the plate it down lower. Plate's plastic, so I want to make sure it doesn't melt. So now I'm going to scoop out those cloves of garlic, set them aside. Then I'm going to give it a stir and try and scrape up all the scrapings from the bottom of the pan. Those are the best parts. If you look in here, you can see how it's gone a little crusty on the bottom, so that's good. So I'm scraping that purposely up into the Ploff. Then I'm going to set out a couple pieces of chicken that look nice. I put them around on the top as well.
Because it's all about the meat.
All about the meat, yeah. There, that's enough for decoration on the top.
Нет еще, not yet.
Around the top.
Чистенький.
Компот хотите с борсолком?
Да.
То есть что будет еще купаться или много?
Куда пойдешь?
Ну, видишь, я занят.
Ну, там они сейчас вырастут.
Want to get a real close up. Oh, you did already?
Did you hear it?
Миша, say hi.
I'll move up.
Здрасте.
Misha.
Oh,
О,
Yeah.
сейчас.
There we are. So, Aigoola, how did I do?
Айгульде, как Джон справился? She said,
Молодец, Джон.
молодец, Джон, she said.
Ты
Good
прям
job.
как в Кыргызстане, там печка, там все.
You just like in real Kyrgyz, you have everything. You have,
Если не
you have everything what each Kyrgyz has.
Всего твоего.
There we are.
hmm.
And then, so we've got that, and Vlad, or Nick, focus in on a
Yes.
plate of that Borsolk.
Okay, let's be.
Yeah.
Ah.
Where we got now Misha will bring some more. We have. This is just the example, which I'm gonna eat right now.
Hi, Anara.
Hi.
Hi. Anara is from Kyrgyzstan, and she lives in Minnesota.
Ah.
Hi, Anara. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
Oh, now we have a bigger ball.
Oh,
Mmm.
Wow, look at that. Oh my gosh.
Such a tease.
Yeah. Look at the Marat. He's so happy.
just going to show you here. I added those tomatoes and onions around the edge of the bowl.
Very nice.
There we are. So
Go,
I'm
we want to
ready
see your
for
ball.
40 or 50 people, but I can only have 5.
Це так геранью запахло.
Нет, это сколько элемент самого.
Okay. Thank you all for joining us. And no? Okay, well, you can chat with us on Facebook.
Какие-то вопросы есть?
And hopefully this records and I'm able to do something with it and get it uploaded. So I'll go to YouTube and then post the link on Facebook.
Say hi, Aigoola.
Hi. Hey, Anne. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? We thought we would pop in quick. This is Christina. Christina's from Kyrgyzstan. Say hi.
Okay.
Christina.
Hi.
Hi, Julie. Hi, John. Say hi, Julie. Hi, John.
Hi.
She's having her breakfast, lunch, and dinner, her popcorn.
Oh,
Say hi. Look at this. Say hi.
Christina, you're getting so big
Thanks.
and beautiful.
Say thank
Когда
you.
мы в Орловке жили, тогда мои тут дочерёл.
Aigoola in Kyrgyzstan right now. Yeah? She doesn't know what to say or do.
Well, I guess we'll say goodbye.
Okay.
Thank you all
Thank
for
you.
joining us.
Thanks for everything, guys.
Thank you.
Send me
Great.
some ideas of other
Everybody.
things you might like to make. I'm thinking maybe Korduk would be good. Aigoola could
Okay.
make some monties. Maybe we'll do that next.
Christina and I make Borsolk here at home a lot, and she'll say, "This is from Kyrgyzstan."
Yeah.
Right? We make Borsolk together.
Maybe we'll get Aigoola to make lugman. Those are the spaghetti
Ooh.
noodles that you roll out with your hands and flip and turn it. That would be a fun one.
Окей, может, Айгуль Лакман приготовим, покажете, как тянуть там, скучает. Можно.
Ну, если у них время есть, то
She says yes if you have enough time.
All right. Thank you all for joining, and we'll see you
Okay,
later.
thank you for joining.
Bye.
Bye. See you
Bye.
Wednesday morning here.
Bye.
Buddy.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. See you.
Bye.
Meeting you.
Bye. Bye.
Wait.
Adios.
Bye. Good seeing you. We miss you.
приятного аппетита. Сейчас я вам борсок отправлю.
Bon appetit. I will send you some borsoks.
John, отправлю.
And John will send Ploff.
Well, you have to come and get the plot yourself. Just let me know.
Dito po ang sabi rin. Oh.
Bye for now.